45 Davies Street, Hobart Real Tennis Club, the semi-final of the Australian 2025. Keep saying 2024 nearly, Jackson, but I'm getting into the new year. It's Graham Bradfield here from the Hobart Real Tennis Club, together with the professional from Hobart Real Tennis Club, Jackson Pastor. He's just noted to me that this could be a battle of the pros against the amateurs.
A bit of professional pride at stake.
So you've got one professional tennis player in the box and one amateur player in the box. So it'll be interesting, the comments that you get today. We're brought here by our sponsors, Newtown Station Nursery, Falconer and Associates, Tierney Law, and all the other private sponsors which have gone to make this such an amazing tournament. World's best amateur, Kieran Booth, is paired up with Ollie Pridmore, the Hobart tennis champion. Kieran now in Melbourne, he's age 44. His doubles world ranking is 20, but he tends to play better than that, namely because he doesn't go away from home so much these days, and he's ranked number 17 singles in the world, and he disposed of the number 4 singles player in the world in the semi-final. So that sort of shows, doesn't it, Jackson, the sort of disparity at the moment between the rankings. Here we have Ollie Pridmore, only 20. So less than half Kieran's age. Doubles handicap of 5.5.
No slouch.
Plays out of Hobart. He's an amateur, and he's already accumulated quite a few little championships there. Tasmanian Open champion.
No, that's wrong. He wasn't. He lost to John Woods Casey in the final of the Tasmanian Open in 5 sets. So that's actually
incorrect.
And the Vic, I'm not sure about the Vic Open
Jackson.
either. I thought Kieran won the Victorian Open.
Be right.
Oh, we're talking doubles.
Yep.
Here we go. That's
good old Ben.
my
This
mistake.
Jackson, we had the dinner last night.
Been a long
that's
day.
The first myopic comment from Jackson that we'll have today. Probably not the last. But I'll have a lot of fun in seeing and how his recovery is going today. Booth and Pridmore, they're on their way here. They beat Will Flynn and Claire Fahey 2-3-1. Very tidy and neat quarterfinal that was, Jackson, I thought.
Yeah, very much so. A very professional outing from the amateur pair.
And here we have on the other side Ben Taylor Matthews, age 40, doubles world ranking 6, handicap.
The head pro of Bristol.
Yep, of minus 1.4. And he's playing with Rob Fahey,
Who's
on
that?
any given day.
Who's Rob, brothers?
No idea, but he seems to be, he's getting up there. He's 56 years of age. His doubles world ranking 7. He's doubles handicap minus 2.5 approximately. He's a professional. He's known colloquially as the GOAT, the greatest of all time. And keeps on keeping on. So on paper, Jackson, the professionals should run through this relatively easily, but then it's a home court for, it's a home court for 3 of them, really, if you look at their genesis. Rob Fahey came from Hobart. It's not even worth reading his MBE, OAM and his stats. Barely got a screen enough for all of his
as you can see, he oh no, can we get that off the screen, please, Ben? Our result, that was nasty.
So we won't ask Jackson to comment on his and Blommy's game against these guys. But look, on paper, Jackson, it does seem as though the professionals should be relatively comfortable here. But
but again, you never know. And
Kieran can be so explosive and a disruptor, and Ollie as well.
And a bit of a bogey player for Ben Taylor Matthews too. So there seems to be something maybe mentally there.
That's a good point. I like that
for Ben. Obviously a couple of singles losses in the last 2 Australian Opens to Kieran.
Do we have Chris Ronaldson as the marker?
We do. Chris Ronaldson is in charge of this match.
Do you want to give us a bit of a rundown of Chris Ronaldson?
I think you know him better than I do, brothers, so I think you might give him a rundown.
Did you like my nomenclature last night, that he's the GOAT of tennis pros? I think he's probably up there.
We're literally about to watch Rob Fahey.
of tennis pros,
Oh.
quote, as in club pros.
Ah, okay, yep.
Ladies and gentlemen,
There's my
this
second comment.
is the semi-final of the 2025 Australian men's doubles. Serving, Rob Fahey and Ben Taylor-Matthews. Receiving, Kieran Booth and Ollie Pridmore.
Now, viewers, there's the first inkling of what's to happen
We
here.
are playing the best of 5 6-game sets.
They've chosen
Level.
Kieran to receive.
Rob.
It looks like
Rob's got
Rob's to
Rob's
serve.
got the balls in his hand, so
Yep, so it's going to be Kieran and Rob to play out the vital 11th game this set if we have it. Well, there's a statement straight away.
anyway, Kieran goes back.
15 love.
So Rob mightn't be serving the sidewalls for that long. He might go back to his railroad, but there we go. The demi PK. Pulls Ollie forward.
15 all.
Break.
Ben also a touch under the weather today. Not feeling very well.
Similar to you. Honestly, you're meant to be professional. Oh,
That's great hands.
there you go. That's the person who doesn't even need to look at the ball to know where it is. Heading for that grill, not finding it.
Second gallery. 15 all.
Oh, Ollie trying to
30
get up
15.
there and defend that grill, not quite making it.
Ollie's one weakness, his height. The lob is always on.
Makes him fast. Very interesting that they've got Rob at the back at the moment. I would have thought that maybe they'd be
40
electing
15
not for that.
second
Again,
gallery.
Look at that.
BTM under the weather. I'd like to clarify, I am not under the weather.
There we just saw that fantastic backhand again. Rob with not even the eyes on the ball, just had to know where it was going so quickly. They're trying to sneak it into the grill there, not quite.
Still got
And
phenomenal hands.
giving away the first chase. So Rob and Ben take a 40-15 lead. Fairly easy chase, signifying that really the
40
receivers
15
wanted the
receivers
chase.
lead. Chase second gallery.
Now it's going to be interesting to see how Rob plays this. I think that Kieran's going to elect to do a railroad, yes, and he's going to let Ollie go up. Beautiful finish
30
by
40.
Kieran there, straight into the winning gallery. Any of those galleries would have done.
Yeah, but the winning is much more impressive.
Kieran has been volleying from the back so well this week. There he is. No mistakes on his volley yet. Juice.
Stroke.
And that
Advantage.
heavy cut in there. Kieran not being able to dig it out. Kieran's elected to go over to the, looks like a giraffe. Yep.
He's been serving that so well this week.
It's beautiful serve there. And it's interesting there, Jackson, you notice that Ben is electing when that
Game,
serve gets
the
done
first
to move
game.
up in front of the tambour, which is a good move, but Rob just has to be aware that that boast then becomes out. He's not going to go there. Whereas, of course, if you're playing with Camden, the left-hander, you possibly try and squeeze back against the grill. Ollie's going for the railroad.
Poke.
Which we saw Chappie do a lot today, actually.
Yeah. Yep.
Get himself in and under that grill.
Now let's see what Ollie serves as the second serve. He may be way through that away. He might be going for a bobble. Unhappy with the ball. I would have liked a square ball for a bobble.
15 love.
These two are not going to want to be down the receiver's end very much. So Jackson, I think they're going to be business as usual, and they're going to try and make sure these guys don't get a foot in.
Worse than 6.
Lovely chip shot.
15 love.
Kieran expecting a harder force, I think, and staying back.
It's just bent all over.
Yeah. Worse than 6.
15 all.
Wouldn't be happy with that. No, he's got a grimace on his face. You notice there that Kieran's electing to play Ben.
Worse than 6 and better than 4, 15
Rob,
all.
which is sensible in the situation. Rob's backhand is just as good as his forehand, so it's just clearly there. I don't think they hit a single ball, Rob.
I don't think they did.
No, I think they avoided him the whole way. So 15 all and 2 chases. Neither of them particularly good chasers, although in doubles, anything better than last gallery tends to start to be a bit restrictive.
Yeah.
Because it means that both players can stay back and basically ignore the galleries and move up a little bit off the back.
15 all, worse than 6.
Worse than 6. Ben going for a railroad. Beautiful serve.
Very
just
tight.
Hugged it there.
13,
For
15,
these pros,
better than 4.
these pros actually have to dial down their railroad to stop it coming in too much.
On this court. Absolutely.
Lost
There
it.
we go. That's what we're talking about.
40, 15.
40-15. Now we'll see if they'll probably really try and keep this serve. That main wall tap, we're going to see a lot of that today, Jackson.
I think we might.
2 games to love.
Especially off the silver-haired fox there. He'll just be like a homing pigeon to that area. Then PK. Worse than a yard.
Worse than. No strokes.
Didn't have to ask them if they'd leave that or not. That gives them the serve. Saves them a job.
That's
15
not
love.
I think Kieran said watch it, didn't he?
I
Kieran might have said watch it. Oh, I'm not sure I'd want to hear that when I was around to hit the ball. And the first
Hazard worse than a yard. First gallery. 15 love.
Any port in a storm there, they just take the service as quickly as they can.
It's interesting watching the difference between these two, Ollie and Kieran, and the way Chappie and Cam played today, in that they were coming into the hazards to play those balls.
Yeah.
Like,
A lot less pressure, a lot less pace, I think, Jackson, don't you? That they were wanting to step it up and get out of there as quick as possible.
yeah.
I think this pair
15
are
love
going to
receivers. Hazard worse than a yard.
be wanting
Hazard.
to play it as neatly as possible and not necessarily be rushed.
Yeah.
Okay, Hazard. Kieran opting for the railroad, just keep the galleries out of it.
Lost it.
Bad luck.
30 love.
Very
First
interesting
gallery.
from Rob, a fantastic length.
First gallery.
First gallery.
And the railroad to take the galleries away.
Beautifully played. Didn't need to be given another opportunity to hit those galleries.
15,
The hazards.
30.
30. Kieran opting to serve wide to Rob. This is interesting. Demis.
Sidewall.
It's a
Fault.
side wall, but he has that serve where he keeps it really low. It could be a demi or a sidewall, which keeps the receiver having to guess whether he's going to be going in or back.
It's brutal when you're on the receiving end of it.
Yeah.
1 fault.
Probably not needing to go on that one.
40-15.
Probably not.
Looks like it's going up onto the penthouse. Leave that for Kieran to have another dip at.
Got to make your decision quickly though there. That's where the problem is. Well done.
Game.
So they're not really actively going for the serve there.
3 games
They
to
seem
love.
to be fairly comfortable to just, keep the ball tight and in play. They weren't really actively going back to the serve, I noticed there. So 3 love though to the professionals.
So far, a very polished performance.
Very few errors apart from the very first game.
Early doors in the match, obviously.
Yes.
Great hands from him.
Yep, great hands from Ollie, but lost in the serve.
Hazard half a yard, no strokes.
Better a hazard than a last gallery, though.
Yep. That's good
15
work of
love.
Ben. So Ben's taken to coming up into those hazards like we saw Camden and Chappie this morning.
Fault.
It really is unsettling for the person at the net. There he goes.
I love that camera, which we can see directly down the
15
down the line
all.
where that ball's just
gonna
going to
hit the
hit,
timbre
just
and
going to miss.
You saw that reverse flick of Rob. Not many other players in the world do that shot. He missed it, but there we go. First
30,
forehand volley
15.
mistake from Kieran. He hasn't. It's been so good to him this tournament.
Fault.
I was saying this morning, Jackson, I'd really like to see some of them try out the shorter railroad. They're serving them all long. That was interesting. Rob really didn't go for that. I think he thought
30
he was gonna go
all.
high, don't you? Because he reads that pretty well. That's what they're laughing about. I think then they're making a joke about it. What'd you do? You left it one job. So
I reckon BTM's gone, come on, Rob, you've got one job, mate.
Yep. So where did that come from? 30 all. It's the tightest game so far. That's always hard on this course. What happens there, viewers, is
40-30,
it just hits
hazard
that
half a
part of
yard.
the timbre and it doesn't have quite enough pace and it comes back parallel, very tight on the back wall. Here we go, you'll watch it. Yep, that's the one he just, it for all the world looked like it was going above the grill. Here's another replay of that other one. Kieran's hit it there and it's just gone around and yep. Doesn't happen in many other courts in the world because the timbre's normally got a little bit more
40-30, receivers
angle on it.
lead.
But in Hobart, it happens.
Hazard
also,
chase half a yard.
and in
Hazard.
sometimes it will happen quite a bit too. Okay. Chance of their first game. The Amateurs.
Kieran missing the backhand volley, uncharacteristically.
Juice snuffed out that chance. Ben.
Some solid hands from BTM at the galleries.
Oh yeah, he's got very strong wrists. Trying to lob it into the grill. Good call by Ben.
Rob going for the lob again.
Yep. Well left there.
Advantage.
Yeah.
Yes, it
Stroke.
was. Just scraped in. Advantage. Actually, that's interesting to watch. Rob was not under any pressure there to
Game
make the run.
4 games to love.
He just made sure of hitting it back nice and tight. In fact, he was having fun. He was having fun and not finishing off the rally. And,
15 love.
so I think at the moment you've got to say that Rob's playing well within himself. He's going to get flustered here, if he ever does. He's playing around with that grill.
I think they're just
30
Definitely
love.
playing around with just trying to lob her in there and not hit it hard.
being extremely smart about this though. They're not trying to overdo it.
Yeah, that's correct. Rob in doubles is never going to let that ball touch the floor. He can afford in doubles. This is the way he excels now at this age.
40
He likes
love.
to position himself, Jackson, so that he's never going to let the ball bounce in the Hobart corner. He's just going to ease himself in there and volley the whole time. Look where he's standing. He's standing at 5. So you know,
Chase better than
Rob has
2,
moved up.
40
He's
love.
standing around chase 5. What's this? After Ben served, Rob
Comes up to about
comes
3.
up. You watch him
goes
start
forward.
to come up.
Yep.
At that time, he stayed back, but then
Yeah, so he's sitting about chase 3 and then coming forward to
depending on
volley.
where the ball goes, there we go. That's
Yeah.
where he's heading. He's going to stay there now. He would come back.
Yeah, so he's around chase 3 and 4 by the looks of that, and then he
yeah.
comes up when he has to.
Oh, even a bit earlier, you watch at that last point, he was definitely. So he's quite.
That's a good leave.
That's a great leave.
Though you're looking at, they're not trying to overdo it. They're not trying
Nah.
to smash targets. They are
40
just
love.
They're just
Receivers
putting the ball
themselves
into
chase
in.
awkward
better than
areas.
2.
I don't think they've played that much together, have they?
I don't think so. I think it's maybe once.
I was only one. Right.
I think
Yeah,
I
that's
remember
less than I thought.
BTM saying it today that it was about once or yesterday. Or
40 love. That's the one. Is he going to hit it? Yep.
he had to. Chase
Yep.
better than 2.
Two.
He had no choice.
15 40.
That's right.
Very tough.
Right. So Kieran still electing with the Demi P card, looks like. That's long. Oh.
30
Uncharacteristic.
40.
He looks at. Yeah. But he did it when it still had a game point up his
Fault.
sleeve. Now this is quite a bit of pressure on Ollie and Kieran.
It is.
5 love's a big cliff to climb. I think it was a rogue bounce, wasn't it?
Deuce.
It was a rogue bounce.
Rob showing
Got
his
him.
displeasure.
Look at he's looking at the wall saying, where did that get to there?
Welcome back to Hobart.
Yeah. Oh, 2 bad mistakes. Now he's not happy.
Advantage.
BTM just slowing
Did I
things
hear him
down
say,
there.
you idiot? Oh, look at him. He's not happy. It's not his professional ways.
He doesn't miss volleys.
Not like that. Oh, Ollie Poor bloke.
Deuce.
It's hard there because you're thinking it's going to come fast, and then when he does just an average pace shot, Ollie was very early to the ball there. It did the net. Great serve.
Advantage.
Ollie's
He's
an
looking at
interesting
he's looking at the penthouse now. He's not happy. But Rob should know that penthouse. It's good serving by Kieran.
one. Oh, bowled him.
Case
better
2.
than
2. Ooh,
Advantage.
just 2.
Let's watch it again. Oh, there it went. It also went sideways as well as dipped it down. No wonder he was a bit disgusted with it. And of course he was lining up there, it looked like, to do the old outside of the ball into the main wall dead on. So
Advantage
anything off a little
receivers.
bit was going to throw him.
Chase 2.
Okay, got another point. But it's a
Tough chase.
tough chase, tough chase. Yeah.
Lost it.
Too long.
Slightly
Deuce.
overhit
Too
cut
long.
volley from Kieran.
And again, Rob angling himself in there to take it on the volley. If it has looked like hitting the floor. He's quite happy to stick with the giraffe, it looks like. No. It's heavy PK. Yeah, Ollie stepping in there.
Advantage.
Ben not having enough chance or time to be able to do anything with
That's
that.
an interesting stat that's just popped up.
25.
It's 45 points, 25 points served to Kieran and Ollie, 20 to the professionals.
What a game.
But it's 4-1.
Let's go.
So I think it shows, Jackson, the
Game 1
professionals
game
aren't
to
really
4.
thinking they're under much pressure here. They're happy to be at that service end or the service end.
Just so far getting it done.
Rob just... That's such a hard shot. There we go. That's the one we talked about, that he just knows exactly where to place
15
that.
love.
Goes around and doesn't come off the service wall, so you don't get another chance at it.
Yes,
Great shot, Ollie. Ollie's first main all dead-ons. Always a good, gives you a
15
bit
all.
of confidence when you get one in like that.
Sound of the perspex too. When you hit the perspex, that sound is just
30
fantastic.
15.
That very heavy boast, which Ollie wouldn't quite be as used to as these guys.
Yes, Ollie.
Rob would be upset with that. Another great return by
30
Ollie.
all.
A lot of hometown support for Ollie in the house tonight.
Yeah, he's a lovely kid. Trains hard. Always happy to help.
We must be talking about different kids.
Hey.
Ah,
40 30.
maybe he likes me more than you.
Wouldn't
Another
blame
game point to the amateurs. Oh, they're getting into this. Sure, I'm going to elect to play here.
Oh, good try.
Kieran doing the right thing there. He knew it was going to go round again and behind and become dead. So he elected to go forward and try and volley it before the tamper.
Advantage.
See, this is where I think with Ben's serve he could move up the court a little bit. And it paid dividends. Oh, Ollie wouldn't be happy there. Two
Game.
mistakes.
5 games to 1.
5-1.
I mean, so far, it's working. What Ben's doing, it's
Oh yeah, they're not, as I said, they're not really under that much pressure here.
1 fault.
Great volley from Ollie. It's going to be more difficult. Stays in. Beautiful volley from Ben there.
30 love.
A shot of the side galleries. Sammy Legg watching intently.
Yeah, keeping out of this box, I notice. Sammy Legg, for those viewers, is the person who does the roster for us doing the commentating.
He's been working very
40
hard.
love.
He has been doing a great job.
As we see 3 set points to the professional team.
I don't like the note of satisfaction in
Game
there
in the
now.
first set.
And they
Elect there to lose this set because they clearly want to change the returners, the receivers. So
6-1.
now tactics
lead.
is that Rob and Ben can choose who they want to serve first. They're
Second
gonna go
set,
with Rob will serve
Lovell.
first, and Ollie will return it. So this is a change which you'd normally do if you get it. Just had a 6-1 set down.
15 love.
Kieran looks like he's
see
going
if
over
it's-
to talk to Ollie
Go
there.
on.
Just calm him down a little bit.
Yeah, just
Vote.
such a low demi PK.
Too low.
Oh.
Rob just peppering that main wall tambour area, which
30
low,
love.
any
doesn't
one
matter.
is not that hard, but when you get 3 or 4 and it's just so consistent, it just starts to wear you down.
Yeah, the pressure builds.
Yeah.
Oh.
And
Wrong
even,
side.
40
and even
love.
someone as skillful as Kieran.
So this gives us an indication that maybe their change hasn't worked straight away. 40 love, haven't won a point. Well defended there.
Yeah, I'll take the service
I'll
end.
take the serve
40
any
love.
day.
Hazard better than second.
Here is some set, the summary of the set. Points 132 to 18, but there you go, Jackson. That's what you're saying. Points served. Kieran and Ollie were only 5 or 6 points served behind them.
Oh,
so
they evened that up at the end
there's
of the set.
76% of serves won. So chasers laid, not that much difference, 16 to 12%. So average chase length more than a yard worse than last gallery and better than the door. So that shows you that Kieran and Ollie were really trying to get the serve a lot more than Ben and Robert, which is
Take
what we were
whatever they
saying. Yep. Ben and Rob were quite happy to only
40
go to
love.
the galleries when they needed to. 40 love.
Receivers, Hazard better than second.
Rose.
Hazard
Fairly easy chase.
better than second.
I'll be trying to stop Rob just gunning it, but I think it'll be difficult. He's doing a railroad as well, which will make it even more difficult.
Fantastic big up.
Mate,
BTM just deposits it into the
Kieran
gallery.
volleyed it off the back wall. That's, you know,
First game,
I
second
don't know whether you
set.
just say that's desperation or just fantastic hands. It's both.
That's fantastic hands. He had to do it.
To love. Great round. Loves climbing that camera wall just to make sure that he's not going to let
Yard
it drop
worse than
into
last
the-
gallery, no
into the
stroke.
grill. It's all there ready.
He switched on tonight, the old boy.
He's enjoying himself. Pressure's off from the singles. He's no longer such a serious singles player. He's got he's in his home crowd. A lot of fun. Good early calling from Rob.
Just going to let it go.
2 chases.
2 chases.
At the end of this, there's a bobble from Ollie, which was, look at that, just fantastic shot. Oh, the good work unfortunately went straight into the galleries and snuffed out the value of it.
I said this to Nick Jones when we were on comms the other day. It feels weird sitting here and almost critiquing 4 players that are so much better than myself.
No strokes.
You learn a lot from it, Jackson. Learn a lot. And also what's possible is what I used to love. You learn what is possible. There he goes. He was going to get it if he had to. That's a beautiful play. Rob's calling the ball early for Ben. So that there's even no doubt that he's expecting Ben to do the running for those balls.
No strokes, a yard worse than last gallery.
I know exactly what that feeling's like. The earlier you can say it, the more time your partner's got to chase it down. Having years with Hilton, used to chase everything down.
Love, lost it, 15 love.
And of course Hilton, the Hilton being mentioned, is
Hazard chased the door.
One of the men on court as we speak.
Kieran's younger brother.
Pulse.
And he's got the best beard in real tennis.
They're neck and neck for talent, the two of them. Beautiful players. Just Kieran took them more seriously. Rob Fahey, the master of the air. Look at that. As I said, master of the air. All of those are bubbies ahead. They're just happy to all day get that volley down.
Hilton, going back to him for a second, is one of my regular hitting partners. I'm very lucky.
Very lucky to hit him with you, yeah.
Very lucky to have him hit with me.
Better than the door, 30 love.
The last thing I do on a Friday every week.
Helps quite a few of them. If it's big steady, you hit and ollie, doesn't he?
Yeah. Also steady.
Oh, he wouldn't like that one.
Oh, Rob will be very unhappy with that.
Bread and butter. He's not.
15, 30.
I was like, how have I missed
How
that?
did I do that? That is just.
Last gallery, so 2 chases again. Service end.
Which is interesting. Ben was standing so far out on that. I would have thought he might have been a bit closer in. It's good coverage by the two of them for each other. But
played together for a while now, and they know each other's games quite well.
They've represented Australia in the Bathurst Cup a few times.
Yeah. Well,
beautiful pair.
Won the Bathurst Cup together as a doubles pair, and have been playing doubles together, I think, since last year's Australian Open.
Could be right.
They've been dominating local events, amateur and opens, together. So, partnership that works, but this is another level.
15-30, receivers, Hazard better than the door. Hazard.
Not a very good chase, so they'll need to serve fairly tightly here. Here's a chance. Oh. Looked like all the world for a chance.
Last gallery.
Well, Kieran, he's thinking, slumps against the wall. How did that get that
Ben
close?
with the hand up apology, but we
Yeah,
all know
just
he's not sorry.
Okay, last gallery. He's going to have to be on the floor. Ben is playing that. Ben is playing that no-more boast very effectively.
Game 2 games to love.
To love.
So far, a bit of a fizzer.
Well, yeah, that's the professionals are doing exactly what professionals do. They're not making too many mistakes. Just as I say it, I just put the commentator's curse on him. He made a bad mistake there.
Nope.
There we go.
30 love.
There.
Good last bounce on the penthouse from Ollie with the serve. Good pace from Rob on the backhand
It's
side.
unlucky it didn't go in the grill there for
15-30.
Kieran, although Rob was watching it very carefully. Rob leaves Ben to go and get the ball, did you see it? He was a lot closer than Ben.
Younger, fresher legs.
Ben just smiling quietly and going off to do it.
Chase better than 6, 15-30.
Rob's always hated any loose balls on that. No matter where they are. Oh, curls it in there. There goes that
30
lead.
all.
30 all. Becomes an important point now for these guys. It's going to keep this up. It's Ben's go-to shot, isn't it?
Get a bit lucky with the
Hobart
penthouse there.
penthouse.
40-30, better than 6.
Talking earlier about Rob not letting anything go to the back wall, partially you'd think because of its unpredictable behaviour. The exact opposite of what Kieran's doing. And we saw there that one that he thought was going to sit up, skidded on a touch more. He was forced to play something a little bit more loopy. A little bit more loopy, a little easier for the professionals to get and let them back in the point.
And not with as much pace on it. So it's sort of, but they've got a game point again.
They do.
The Tasmanians.
But I don't struggle to believe it, but I'm wondering why Kieran isn't cutting those
40-30 receivers.
volley.
He does.
Better than
Especially
6.
on the forehand, you're absolutely right.
But even on both sides, I personally don't understand why he's not cutting them off, knowing how unpredictable our court here is.
Not up.
Oh, that was a very long call. That's a
Game.
tight call.
It's a
1
tight
game
call.
to 2.
Rob having a quiet word to Chris.
1-2. Yeah. It fell worst of heart.
It's better to take your time than rush into a call, though, as a marker.
That's true. That's true.
15 love. Back surface. Hit the back tray.
Oh, shot.
Well done.
Come on.
So, not happy with that. It hit the back tray of the dead on. I'm surprised they didn't know that. It was that obvious to Chris.
It's tight, and you always want to.
Ben will give us another look at that. Nice scratch from
Nice.
Ben.
Pick up.
Has it?
How much? Hazard 2, 15 love.
So look at that. Was that not up? Can't see
that's,
from here.
that's tough. I can't
That-
call that.
I can't call that. Rob, top spin on that, kept it down.
15 all.
That's the sort of, that's just such an experienced shot. Just a top spin curl, just loosely onto the back wall, just that stage right there.
Just brilliant.
That's what you always want for the ultimate demi.
30, 15.
Just catches again when you think it's not going to.
Yeah.
Stroke. 30 all.
And the difference between those two demis, Ben puts a lot of side cut on it, so it comes down off the back that side wall. Rob's is more of a flat demi.
Second gallery, 2
Hazard
chasers.
2,
Chasers.
second gallery, 30 all.
I reckon.
So it's interesting, Ben is standing quite out from that. Let me have a look at that again. What does Ben think?
I honestly
I mean-
can't pick that.
I don't mean
It's
Ben Taylor Matthews, I mean Ben Gatenby.
it's a tough gig marking. So
Oh, absolutely.
we have the wonderful benefit of the replay in the van. However, when you're in the chair, you do not have a lot of time. So Chris has obviously
Down,
made
here we
that.
go, look at that. Oh, that's a good, better angle,
I
Ben.
think that's.
I think he got it. Jeez, but mind you, look at the angle there. Chris Ronaldson would have been out of sight there. It's directly
That's
in
tough.
line where that is between Ben's legs and Chris Ronaldson's eyes.
That's tough.
So
Like,
Chris, I don't think
30 all.
sighted when he
Hazard
called
chase
that.
2. Hazard.
Anyway, it's past history. What have we got from? Pretty
Hazard
sure down,
2.
says Ben, so he's the one who can really see it well there. So the players there hedging towards the galleries, thinking
40,
Rob's going to
30,
go there.
second gallery.
Powers it down the
drills it
line.
into the back wall.
So that was a good, good little comment from our Ben, our comms manager there, that it was definitely down. So Chris Ronaldson, the right call. Awesome video. Would have liked to have been able to go back to Chris and say you couldn't see it, you're unsighted and made the wrong call, but I'll make sure I don't go there now.
The
Juice.
mark is always right,
Juice,
brothers.
nice and tight. It is. Always missed it. It's going back up the penalties.
Advantage.
It's gone out of court.
That was amazing. He got a racket on that.
And pace. It's good heat. That's one thing about Kieran is his pace on
Advantage
the
service.
ball is scary good sometimes.
Yeah. He's- When
Fast.
in doubt, he always puts a few Ks on it.
It's nice and
Beautiful
tight.
serve. Beautiful serve. Oh,
Deuce.
That's going to annoy Kieran.
it will after such a good serve, and then to have that dawdle into the net. Oh,
Advantage.
Ben's
Ben.
turn that time.
Repaid him straight away.
They get another game point. Big difference between 3-1 and 2-all.
Absolutely. Teeth into the set.
Good serving by Ollie, rather.
Oh, yeah, again, he's
Deuce.
not going to like that. There's 3
It is
points
Kieran's
decided by 3
It's great serving
uncharacteristic,
here. Very-
uncharacteristic unforced errors.
Very tight serving. Very tight.
Halt.
shot by Rob.
How much?
Some fantastic tennis.
How much?
About better than second?
2.
Absolutely no idea.
Hazard worse than 2.
Worse than 2.
Deuce.
I guess better than second. Not that far off. Big point.
Pick up from Ben was fantastic, and Kieran has just taken it and gone, I don't think so.
Advantage, hazard worse than 2.
Kieran's just gone forward and just that beautiful shot. Just that's a fantastic volley, fantastic point. This
The full house being treated to some fantastic real tennis tonight.
what a lovely long point. Oh. Rob, yeah, you can see he's upset with missing that one.
Oh, that's that point.
That one, yep. Sensational, probably the best point we've had so far.
Hazard chase worse than 2.
Go
Hazard.
very close. Here's his pickup. Oh no, wrong point.
Yeah, no, I think it's the right point. Here we go. Yes, 2-all. Now we have an interesting set.
Game.
Set
2
on
games
our
all.
hands, ladies and gentlemen.
This
Strap
is what we
yourselves
wanted.
in. Strap
Yeah.
yourselves in. 4 deadens to 1.
What do these guys do now? They're talking. Different conversation they would have had if they were 3-1 up, that's for sure.
Yeah. That's great.
Well, from having lost the
15
first
love.
game of this set, 40 love, now to being 2-all, changing the servers was probably a good idea.
Yes, that's great.
30 love.
Come on.
Oh,
Here, Kieran, very vocal. Well,
30 love.
they're getting the local behind them, the local crowd as well, so it's all becoming quite tense.
Yeah.
Ollie's going for it now, he's pretty happy.
Oh, great.
40 love.
Is Rob going to stick with the demi? Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, Ben. That was uncharacteristically lazy from Ben Taylor Matthews.
Game. 3
Was
games
very
2.
casual. 3-2. Wow, now that and they've got Kieran returning. So
I don't think there's any need to panic yet. I mean, the conversation they would have had at 2-all. They've been super consistent. It would have probably just been, ride out the hot streak period from the other 2. Keep doing what we do.
no, they're missing. That's a big target he's missed there.
No strokes.
And he didn't miss it by a little bit, he missed it by quite a lot. He was lucky it didn't go out. Kieran happy to take the chase, the hazard chase. It's a nice volley. Missed the grill. And now missed it again.
Oh.
That's the first point they've got in about 5 points.
15 love.
Pros.
Yeah. It's a good pace from Kieran.
Yeah. Yeah.
15 all.
Finding Ben's making a few untidy errors here.
He's finally found it.
4 misses and he finally gets one to loop
15.
in there. That'll give him a little bit of confidence. Real.
That's a good ball from Ben.
Yep.
Kieran unhappy with his
40-15,
return.
hazard better than
15.
second.
think you might be right there, Jackson. They're just saying business as usual. Let's not get carried away here.
I mean, it's a
just keep
sensible
it
thing to
sensible.
do.
Yeah.
The first, they won the first set quite
Comfortably. Yep.
comfortably, and Kieran. We know what Kieran's like and how he plays. He can go on hot streaks where he can't miss, and you've just got to ride those waves as someone of a very these guys of a very similar standard to Kieran. You've got to ride those waves. Someone like myself can't do that. I'm already a set and a bit down, but these guys know
40-15.
what they're doing.
Yeah.
Receivers, Hazard better than second. Hazard.
Kieran's picked his serve up. Not
As soon
that
as we
time.
say that,
Commentator's curse on him.
Ben let him off on the return.
Right at his feet there from Rob.
I think that's a point all four of them would rather forget.
Yep.
3 games
Not
all,
great
second
serve
set.
and not great
Here we
return.
go. 7th game. This is the
The
business end.
all-important,
Yeah.
the succulent 7th.
Oh, I haven't heard it called that before, Jackson. There must be a lawn tennis.
Oh, it didn't come from that. It's the first S word that came into my mind. We go scintillating 7th.
Nope.
That's found the nick there.
Yep.
15 love.
Like, now let's see if they go for that service quickly. No. Kieran's keeping the pace on it. It's keeping them on their toes. Oh, he's sneaking across there. He was definitely
15
gonna
all.
head for the winning gallery there.
I think he might have been. He was looking.
Yeah, but it was
Prid
too-
loves a winning gallery.
He does, but it was too far in front of him. The angle was all wrong and it got away from him.
Thirty 15.
Lovely
Such
cut,
heavy
Ollie.
cut. Oh, such heavy cut.
Chase worse than 2, 30 15.
Ollie just moving the ball.
Yep. 30-15. It's quite a big point now.
2 big points if they can
Yeah.
Yeah.
snag this one.
Oh, no, went in.
He
Doesn't normally
has
miss
not
those. I was
missed
thinking,
that.
geez. Especially on big
40
points.
15, worse than
Dead
2.
ons. Jeez.
There's Ollie's,
Ollie and
Ollie's
Kieran have had
mum,
more.
grandmother and grandfather in the side galleries. Sitting next to the daughter of the Royal Melbourne Tennis Club's head pro, Eve Filippelli.
Right.
Yeah, and George Black from RMTC as well. A couple of their juniors have made the trip down to watch, and I think that's Joseph next to George as well, Frank's eldest. So it's very nice to
Right.
see some of the Melbourne guys
Yeah.
come down. Julia McKay in the background, and of course Kieran's mum as well. So it's a very packed house tonight.
Enjoying it.
It's an exciting time for HRTC, that's for sure.
Well done, Jackson. I didn't pick many of those, but I didn't know them that well either, being a different era. And also professional related.
I feel like I spend half my days in Melbourne at the moment, so
Good. I don't feel so bad now.
40
What are they talking
15,
about?
Chase
They're looking a
worse
bit
than
more
2.
relaxed than they were 5 minutes ago. 3-2 down.
probably saying, see, I told you so, just
No,
stay the course.
So Rob's going to... There it is.
Chase off.
Oh,
40 15.
Great call from Chris Robinson.
Yep.
It's a
Great call
very,
from
very good
Chris.
call.
Yep. Not such a good lead from Rob, but... Wouldn't be happy with that.
That's such great
It decided they were both back, and
Game.
heading towards that way. Look, beautiful.
4 games to 3.
Yep, definitely worse than 2.
Go, lad.
Great call. Now watch this. Now just watch Rob's demi QK. Now you watch Ben comes around it very like that, very
Heavy
much round
cut.
the side. Heavy cut round the side.
Yes.
Great ball.
15 love.
Of course, when you do put that sidewall cut on, it stays on there even for the return.
15 all. Yep.
Hitting the net post, so didn't go over the net technically. 15 all.
Pull.
It's good placement.
13,
Kieran.
15.
Good heat,
Yeah,
good placement.
He's hitting it hard and he's putting a bit of curl on it, so it's hard to read off that main wall when it's got that side curl on it. Because it just, as we saw then, it can either flick on or it can really bite on the wall. Makes it very difficult to read.
Yep.
Big point now. Missed the winning gallery. He's missed the dead on. Great pickup by Kieran there.
Great defensive.
And Ollie as well.
He's tried to out-Rob Rob on that one.
He has. That's
He's
good.
tried to out-Rob Rob.
I like your commentary there, Jackson.
30
Dead
all.
right. The 1 foot up the wall, and Ollie needs to do it more than Rob does. Being vertically challenged at 30 all. Oh, he shouldn't have.
40, 30.
Rob left it, knew it was coming. It was perfectly into Ben's zone. I think Ben's going up a little bit too far there, not to be able to ride it out.
That's
Worked
like
that
it.
time.
Such a very
hard
good shot from Ben.
Yeah.
Very controlled.
Yeah, and he's starting to know the court
Yes.
foibles here. That angle is so difficult.
Rumour has it Hobart is Ben's least favourite court.
Do you think so? I think he quite likes it. Kieran, he's not happy with that shot. It wasn't. And I think
Advantage.
he backed off the pace on that. He's been hitting lots with pace, and when you back off with the pace, you tend to lose your rhythm. Nice rally. It's got winning gallery written on it. No.
Thanks again.
Catched it, did he? Chase. He tried to go up it, didn't he? Yep.
Advantage worse than 4.
Worse than 4. This is a sensational rally.
On top of what's been a
No
sensational
one
set.
making any
No, it'll be
mistakes
all right.
there.
Very tense set.
It's been a sensational set so far.
Yeah.
fellas.
Compared to the first set, this is so tight.
The two amateurs have just settled in nicely now. They've kind of found their own rhythm, and
I think you're right. And Kieran's dictating the pace.
he is.
Great volley out of the grill from there.
There it is.
Tried it twice.
Advantage. Receivers worse than 4.
This is an extremely important serve from Kieran, I think. It's whether they're going to be in the set or not.
Lost it, fell better than last. Deuce.
Not sure why Rob chose to do that on a boast. Played the amateurs.
Very well played.
I won't be happy with that miss on the dead on there in
Advantage.
the middle of that point. It really opened it up for them.
Well,
Very tight game now.
second gallery, advantage.
Gallery again.
Yep. It's
Galleries
showing
are-
they're under a bit of pressure there if they're going for the gallery just like that.
I feel like in doubles the galleries are almost a hot commodity. Like we know the stats. You're going to win more points from the service end.
Yeah, but Jackson, they weren't doing that in the first set.
No, but this is
They-
not the
they are
first
now.
set. It's
That's
tighter.
right. It's
The first
a lot
set,
tighter.
the first set, they were getting a lot of errors out of their
Yep.
two amateur opponents. This set, Ollie and Kieran have tightened up, and so they're losing more points at the receiving end.
and
So now they have to get up the service
Exactly.
end. So hitting
I
galleries
agree with
becomes
you.
very,
and
very
that's
important.
my point. That's my
Yeah.
point is that they went
Advantage.
straight for the galleries in the first
Receivers.
set. Like you said, they weren't under as much pressure.
Second gallery.
Happy to play it from the receiver's end. This time they went straight for the gallery and on a point. Again, point. Second gallery. Beautiful.
When it
It's too good.
Who was going to go for 4 all?
game 4
Four
games
all.
all.
Oh, this is tight now.
Down to the business end of the set.
Very much.
15 love.
Bit hard to tell from far away, but it looks like Ollie's entire body went through that shot slightly too early. He's a little bit off balance.
Gonna serve a bobble. He's going to go for Demi again. Bubble. Still just chipping it back.
Let's go!
This is stupid good right now.
Kieran is on fire. Finds that
15 all.
backhand dead on. 15 all.
4 all, second set.
Great serve. Rob followed by a great return.
Oh, no.
There's some real tennis
That's an
flair in
awesome-
that.
Oh, yeah, there's an awesome point.
Rob Schenkman probably clipping that one as
30-15.
we speak to put on the Real Tennis Flair Instagram page.
There you go. Be a pretty good serve from Rob, I think, in this situation.
Oh yeah.
Great serve. That's the one. And you said Rob hits that with,
40-15.
with an inside-out curl.
A
So,
little bit, yeah.
so
It
that
just
when
drifts.
Yeah, so when Kieran comes up, it hugs that wall just even a bit more, makes it very hard to bowl.
Oh,
Find the winning gallery, did it?
that fair looks to have
Looked
found
like
the
it's
winning
heading for the
gallery.
second
Game
gallery.
5 games to 4.
2 winning
Second
galleries.
set 5-4.
That's the first winning
So
gallery, is it?
first one, yeah.
Wow. Or is it just maybe Chris Ronaldson hasn't been marking him down on the on the
Oh,
box.
I think we'll go easy on Chris because I'm guilty of it too.
Well, I haven't even had to use that machine. So. Who has the tablet? Rob electing to go inside out. Great scratch there.
Ollie just overdoing it. Fantastic point. Yeah, just on that, we had a message from the Wonder Kid, Ben Meek himself. The tablet is actually being operated by Nick Jones, so Nick very
15
studious
love.
and attentive, so the stats would be
15
correct.
No chase.
But what an amazing point that was.
Good teamwork.
A little bit of
15 all.
Lapse in judgment.
unusual lapse from Rob there. Thought it was just dropping down onto the dead-on ledge, I think onto the dead-on wall.
Second gallery.
Important.
15 all.
They
Very
need that service
important.
and back.
Chasers laid 10 to 12, so they're very close now. Well, interestingly, Ben and Rob are starting to catch up now. They weren't worrying about them in the beginning, but as you said, Jackson, this is a lot tighter now.
The set is a lot tighter.
Yes, Ollie.
Nice angle from Ollie Pridmore to find that wall, that nick.
Second gallery, worse than second gallery, 15 all.
It's one thing that really surprises me about Ollie. For a kid of small stature, he generates a lot of pace.
Yeah, yeah.
He can hit a hard ball.
It's similar to the Andre Agassiz and Leighton Hewitts of the world. They use their core, and it's good. When I was growing up, there was no talk about core and all of that sort of stuff. It was racket head speed. Now it's all about core and, you know,
Legs.
Yeah, legs, core, and just getting the weight into the ball. There's
There's
that
the
one.
point.
The only thing he had left to hit with it.
15 all.
Wing legs.
Second gallery.
Second gallery. It's going to need to be a tight serve. Ben's not as punishing as Rob on these chases.
Got a message from Shanks who's watching. Definitely, mate, that was well worth clipping for RT Flair. So anyone who follows that Instagram page, you'll be seeing the between the legs from the GOAT very shortly. Nice to have you watching though, Rob.
Whatever time it is over there.
30-15, worse than second gallery.
Old Blighty. I wonder if his old man's watching as well, Simon.
That's
Not
well
quite in.
read.
Oh, not quite in that time.
40-15.
Oh,
This is what I was talking.
Two
This
set
is
points.
what I was talking about earlier, brothers. They've ridden the wave. They've absorbed the hot streak.
I like your thinking, Jackson. Yep, and they're just business as usual now.
Yeah.
Got it in that time.
That was the winning. But they've absorbed, like Kieran wasn't missing that
30,
volley at the
40.
previous
No,
point
you're right.
early
You're
in
right.
this set, and they've absorbed that.
Set point still.
Leave the hazard.
Hazard 2,
Hazard.
30-40.
Now it'd be really interesting if they lose this set from down that end, whether they change change receivers again. I don't think they will. I think this has been so different from the first set. If they lose this set from down there, they will opt to stay.
Certainly been a lot more competitive this way around.
Oh, yeah.
But is that because of that, or is it because of just them working themselves into this match a little bit? Kieran finding his range and making both of them making a lot less errors.
Yeah, you should be salesman in crystal balls, mate.
30-40, Hazard chase 2.
I like my current job.
Hazard.
So Hazard.
2 more worse than 2. 2 on the line.
2.
Thanks.
Details matter.
Interesting, Rob's still staying where he was for that juice.
Deuce.
He knew that was coming. Yeah, he's remonstrating with himself. He knew, why was I still standing there? It's that perfect length and pace. As I said, we were going to see a lot of those today from Rob Fahey, and we have. He's just got to caresses it up there.
What's the word? Caress.
Oh,
Hazard second.
actually,
Advantage.
interesting. If I was in the real thinking stakes, whether or not he was quite comfortable with the Hazard second there. I think he was definitely going for the winning, but you know, they will then have the decision themselves as to whether they change it back to what it was in the first set. This will be very
Advantage
interesting.
receivers.
This will be very interesting. What are you going to bet
Hazard
on that
second
one,
gag.
Jackson?
Hazard.
See how we go.
I reckon they change if they win it from here.
Your poor brain today couldn't think that out anyway. That's the one. Can't give him that shot down the line there. What are they going to do? First of all,
swapping.
who's going to
Team
serve?
second
Not
set.
swapping.
6-4.
I think Kieran's going to serve first. Kieran's
Third set,
serve
level.
first. Is it Kieran serving? Yeah.
Yep.
So I've swapped it round.
Go back to the first
Yeah.
set.
That's interesting. Well, not really. That's what you do, having won the first one that easy. Chase.
Good touch from Ben.
Nearly a yard, was
A
it?
yard worse for the last gallery, no strokes.
Must have landed right on the line. Yard worse. 6-1, 6-4. Still got a ball game.
And worse than 5, 2 chases.
We do still have a ball
Could we
game.
have the balls, please?
However, as we have a very loud
Jeez.
visitor in the
Leah.
van, the women's world
Leah
number 2,
van der
Leah van der
Zwalmen.
Zwalmen, making some noise back
Making her
here.
entrance, no one there.
Yeah, we do still have a ball game,
We do.
but it's a difficult mountain to climb. 2 sets down against 2 very seasoned and polished professionals.
Ben,
So
what are the chases?
it's not impossible,
Oh, no. Go
but it's going to be very, very difficult.
till the last ball, it's never impossible.
No.
Someone's been talking to Ben about putting the balls in the
Well,
world. Yep. Don't throw them all down the back, especially when you've got someone like Kieran down the other end. So for those viewers in Hobart, it's very much that if a ball goes into the dead on at full speed and they're in that back there, they just go all over the court. It's quite annoying.
just going to throw a shout out there to the Oratory, Rob's current club, of which he's the head professional, getting around the social media game.
No strokes, a yard worse for the
tagging
last gallery.
Hobart Real Tennis Club in the support post of their head professional.
I reckon there'll be quite a few young players there watching this.
15 love,
Oh, the man
Been
still got
low.
it.
worse than 5.
What amazes me is how good his hands still are. That's a good ball down the middle.
Great ball from Kieran.
15 all.
Kieran trying to pump himself up. He's changed shirts, maybe for maybe a change of luck with that as well.
No, he just sweats a lot.
Oh, we're looking for any excuse here, brothers. Come on. Back me in. Oh, that he does. He's a very sweaty individual.
Trying to sneak it into that grill.
But also, just on that, Kieran might be a sweaty individual, but I tell you what, after a few days we've had about 30 degrees, that court is a greenhouse at the moment.
It certainly is.
And you start sweating as soon as you step onto it. Oh, and a hazard.
Yep.
Hazard first gallery, 30-15.
Thinking about what he's going to serve. Sticking with that. Demi.
Great Demi.
Ben doing a bit of leaping here. That's don't give him that.
That's a glorious shot from KB.
40-15, hazard first gallery.
Game points, the first game of the third to the amateur team.
This is going to be interesting. They've elected to go back to the one in the first set, and they're struggling.
Yeah, again, Kieran Nolly dialed in. Kieran hitting a target.
Yep.
Fun? Yeah, fine, yeah. Fine.
Very happy with that. 45th.
As Nick Jones is coming to the
comes
van.
in, yeah.
I think he's going to relieve you, isn't he, Bradders, or is he relieving me so I can finally go home?
Oh, now it's putting the pressure on me.
Oh, no, actually, the chain's still around my ankle. It must be for you.
It is for me. They're showing us that we've got Nick's taken up the whole camera. What are they having hit for? I'll change over to Nick. I better go look after my guests. Changing over to Nick Jones.
Oh, we'll see you later on, Mr. President.
Okay.
It's a bathroom break.
Good luck, Nick. Have fun. Jackson's on the ball tonight. Not.
Oh, there's a side swipe, bit of a drive-by on me as Bradders leaves the van.
Jackson's always on the ball.
Yeah,
Thanks, brothers.
See, this is nice. Pump my tyres up. Let's go.
Go increase your bar tab even more.
That's not hard.
And to be fair, he's been looking after everyone this week. So
Should not slag off the president, though. What a man.
if it wasn't him, it would be unfair, but
Oh, absolutely.
he keeps as good as he gets.
That he does. That he does.
So what are your thoughts so far on this one?
My thoughts are so far very polished performance from Rob and Ben. Speaking the first set, the amateur pair were probably making a few too many unforced errors.
Yeah.
Rob and Ben, they were winning points from both ends. It was they were cruising. They're in cruise control. Second set, Kieran dialed himself in. Ollie made a few less unforced. All of a sudden, the match gets a bit tighter.
Totally.
Ben and Rob start hitting galleries at the first opportunity so they can take the service end back because they weren't getting the freebies they were getting in the first set.
I think the big thing, Ollie, one, started hitting cleaner balls, but two, started leading stuff which Kim could get comfortably.
Yeah.
At both ends.
Yeah.
You know, and
No,
some
it's
of his
a fair
reaction
call.
stuff up on the tambour is just insane.
Yeah.
It's
been high. That second set was extremely high quality.
Also, do you notice Kieran using the lob over into the corner behind Ben quite a lot?
Yeah. Make Rob move.
And also stop him having attacking shots.
Yeah, that too. Taking the both teams taking the pace off the ball a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, totally. Kieran doesn't want to feed any of the forcing opportunities for Ben or particularly Rob. So I've been doing the scoring app, and I've just handed to Jacqueline, who is sitting there on camera now.
Lovely.
my first time with it, and it's actually Ben's done an excellent job. It's very intuitive.
I find it not hard to use, but I feel, having marked a few matches now, including Rob and Cam yesterday, and then the first double semi today, I find it a little bit difficult to, which it shouldn't be, but to hit the right buttons at the right time. Like someone wins a point with a dead, and I just don't think about it. I just tap the score and it goes up.
Actually, the only one I did on that was the one that hit the top edge and then hit the back ledge. And Chris Roddleton was absolutely right, but it was so fast.
Yeah,
it's so
it was
difficult
quick
to see.
And that's the thing. As a marker, you have to make those split second decision calls without the benefit of the third umpire.
So we're looking now. Rob is restrapping that calf that he popped.
It wasn't strapped to begin with.
It wasn't this time.
So I noticed when I went out and and flipped the coin, took a photo. No strapping on the calf.
Okay. No, he has had the that supportive tape on it all week, so he's got to be careful with that because that's
a very bright one this time.
That was a proper pop. I was there in Queen trying to help, and it took him out himself.
Extremely innocuous too. I put the match on in the pro shop early in the morning because it had been played overnight. I was like, an hour and 15. Someone's absolutely smoked the other person here. And Rob wins the first set 6-3, I think it was.
No, better than 6-1.
Yeah, and I'm looking at it, and the time is gradually getting. I'm like, there's not enough time to finish this match. What has happened? Forwarded, and I watched it, and I'm like, oh, that's so innocuous.
So he actually did it he had 3 little pulls, but the third one was when he was, I think, it was 3-1 up in the. Or 3-love up.
Yeah.
No, 3-1 up in the second.
Yeah.
And Leon was just, doing what he does, and he stepped backwards on a return of serve. Fairly gently, and he said it just went completely.
Just went, yeah.
And I don't know whether you've had the monkey muscle go.
Nope.
But it's a very unpleasant experience.
Not yet. Touch wood.
You're far too young, mate. But it is a very unpleasant experience. It basically feels like someone shot you in the back of the
Well, they do call it the old man's injury.
Thanks for that, Jacko.
Sorry, Nick. Sorry, Nico.
I do it at least once a year on one of my calves.
Look, it's I turned 30 back in 2023.
You're a baby.
A month later, I did my back.
Oh, there you go.
And I was like, oh no. It begins, and then I did my back and I said, right, well, the calf has to be next, doesn't it?
I'm exactly twice your age, and I assure you, you've got lots to come. Especially being as tall as you are with the levers you've got.
Don't tell me that. That hurts.
Keep the muscle tone up. That protects you.
Mate, I'm in the gym 5 days a week. I'm not letting that go. Hoping it's just precautionary.
I've got supports from most parts of my body. I wear precautionary ones quite regularly. He's got the sock on as well.
He's just pulled the sock up a little bit. He's been wearing those all week. There's Nick Rook, our tournament director, on camera.
So let's see. I wonder whether he's actually redone it or is this precautionary. He has every right to, if he has an injury, do a 5-minute timeout.
Yep.
So that's absolutely fine.
100%.
And they linked it in with a bathroom break. It's always good to do that at the end of the set if you can.
Footwear.
Look, he's up. Let's hope it's precautionary.
Yeah.
He's had a fantastic week. While the score was a little bit one-sided yesterday, the match against Cam was quality.
It was, as I mentioned on the commentary earlier, I was talking to Cam before the match, and he said he was so looking forward to facing that cup volley again because they haven't played for 2 years. But that was their 49th meeting.
Yeah, they were
were
locked at 24 apiece.
all going in.
No games.
That's pretty impressive.
40-15 service lead.
Novak and Rafa numbers in Lorna's.
First gather. Hazard.
Cam loved it.
Won it. Game. First game. $15.
So we're interested to see whether Rob carries on running the back as he has been with Ben being up most of the time.
Well, that's gonna be the telltale as to what or how serious this is.
Because with Stephen the British, he actually did just stay in the galleries.
He did.
And played extremely well considering how badly injured he was. Then in that second set, Ollie and Kim started combining really well around the timbre and at the receiving end.
They most definitely did.
Chase 4.
Well bet. Nice
30
low
love.
drive.
A little bit of topspin.
Pick up from Kieran. Oh, neck cord helping BTM out there. I
I'm
think.
sure you know that
30.
reverses the spin, which meant it came at Kieran with a lot of topspin. And so he couldn't let it hit the ball. It would have rolled. Ollie going topspin there because he was so low over the net. That's it.
Had to.
Low below the
40,
net.
15,
He
chase
had to roll
4.
it to get that.
But it was going very close or in the grill, so Rob had no choice but to hit that.
He had to hit it, yeah. Rob looks to be walking okay.
Yeah. But as I say, as we said, hopefully it's precautionary. But yeah, I've got multiple supports for those for calves, different tensions, some wrap around, some sleeves.
There's a few Hobart locals in those side galleries, as well as some Melbourne members.
Yeah.
40, 15 receivers, chase 4.
It's a full house tonight. It's fantastic to see.
Good atmosphere. Great to see so many people come down from Melbourne for the dinner last night and they're staying on for the matches today.
Absolutely.
Lost it, felt better than 5. 30, 40.
Well, Rob's still taking the back, so he must be all right.
It's bench serve at the moment though.
True.
Chase 3 and 4,
Right
30, 40.
Beautiful, Ollie.
Going fat enough that Rob would have to back up, and that may be one thing he won't be wanting to do if his calf is playing up a little bit.
Yeah. Cross our fingers that he's all good.
Yeah.
There's been a quality match so far, so
30, 40 servers lead.
He's never been one to give up even when injured in a match. Aussie Open final about 10 years ago against Steve, he pulled his groin and just kept going.
just kept going. Yeah.
You know, Steve was
30,
always going to
40
win it,
servers
but
lead,
Rob
chase
didn't give
3
in
and
at all.
4.
The ultimate competitor.
Oh.
I mean, you can probably tell that by the fact he's still out here playing at 56.
His mum's in the gallery again. She's been to see all of his matches.
Yeah.
It's great to see. Very close. Weather is very high humidity today, isn't it? We're taking a lot of fluids.
Oh yeah.
3 and 4.
I was saying to Brothers earlier on comms, it's a greenhouse out there at the moment.
Yeah.
The court holds its heat.
Deuce.
Holds its temperature. In winter it gets bitterly cold out there, and in summer it gets so hot.
Yeah, in 1875 they had invented Celotex.
Advantage.
And there weren't many cavities on walls either.
No.
Game.
Yes, Ollie.
Right, Jonesy, I'm going to step out for 2 minutes. I will be back.
No worries at all.
2 games to love. Third set.
So. Great start here from the amateurs, both local boys.
30 love.
Great hands again from Ollie there.
30 love.
Shout out to Craig Jameson in Essendon, RMTC member, making some nice comments about the streaming and how well Ollie's playing.
Halt.
Yes!
15-30. Halt.
Good interplay there. Ball staying in.
30
30
all.
foot up with that quirk of Hobart in between the windows.
Hazard worse than second.
Welcome.
Halt.
Jacko back. I should have asked him to make me a cup of tea.
Was tempted to grab myself a beer. What have I missed, Jonesy?
Ollie and Kieran coming back from 0 love down with some strong interplay again.
40-30. Hazard worse than second.
The replay of Ollie finishing off a nice little volley there.
He did 2 in a row. 2 points in a row he did that. One of them didn't come back, the other one did, but then Kieran managed to put it around the main wall timber.
I'm going to have
40-30.
to be a bit nicer to him. I give him a lot of stick about his volley.
Worse than second. Hazard.
Can sometimes be a little bit timid, but
But actually, at this level, I was talking about it this morning.
it's well done.
So
from
something
Kieran.
Tim Chisholm does, he takes all the pace off it and gets it just over the dead ball line. But why would you want to hit it hard and get it coming back off the back wall? So what Ollie does is very suited to this game. Great backhand top spin drive.
Great shot.
Not out of the real tennis
Advantage.
textbook at all.
No.
Sort of thing you and your fellow non-tennis players do.
Chase
It's
better than 5
effective, so
advantage.
why not?
Come on, you
It is fun to hit. Actually, it's very fun to hit.
Actually,
if you can do it.
as a hack amateur, I do it, but I don't only do it straight. I love doing it off the main wall because they're just not. You know,
And
it's not something people are aggressive.
you're a left-hander too, though, Jonesy.
No,
so
righty.
aren't you?
Nah.
That shows
Useless
how
with
much that shows how much attention I've paid to you. I apologise.
Useless with my left hand. One slightly annoying thing about Rob Fahey, I'm an okay
Advantage
paddle
servers.
tennis player, and he's the same with his
Better
left hand
than
as I am with
5.
my right hand. So when we play socially, he just picks it up in his left hand. Good lead
Lost
there
it
from Ollie.
for worse than 6.
Good.
Game 3 games to love.
Well, they've
Well.
broken out to a bit of a lead in this third set,
Yeah.
the amateur pair.
great hands. Good read from KB. He gets so much cut on that. So he gets the check side off the
15
but
love.
gets cut on it as well. And if someone as good as Ben can't pick it up, it's got to be a pretty good shot.
In cricket, we have a term for that ball not bouncing off the wicket, and it's called
15
going
all.
underground, and that's exactly what that ball has done there. It has gone underground. Well controlled point by Rob.
30-15.
Yeah, they really won't want to be dropping a set if they can avoid it. A lot of woodwork coming into play.
So that did not sound clean. Oh, he's not happy with himself
30
there.
all. No chase. Well,
Oh.
40-30.
Kieran headbutting the perspex on purpose there, punishing himself. He's not happy with that miss.
Robin Ben
40-30,
will want to
no
chase now if
cases.
they can.
Nah.
Been stuck down there for a bit.
I'll take the game, but
Yeah.
ideally probably a chase and a game. would
One
be
game to 3.
Much more preferable.
So Kieran's been playing the slow railroad and keeping it very tight. Let's see if he keeps it up. Yeah. Not letting it get near the back wall.
15 love.
No, again, pace on that was perfect.
Yeah.
Dead on the back wall.
15 all.
Oh.
30-15.
So the dead on count 10-3 to the amateurs, and actually I know they're at least 11 because I missed one when I was running the tablet earlier.
Yeah.
40-15.
They might be winning the dead and count, but there's only really one stat that matters at the end of the day.
Number of points.
That's
And
exactly
winning
right.
the last point.
Winning that last point.
Chase worse than 4.
Again, Rob doing what Coop's been
40-15.
doing, going fat. Fat and flat.
Getting him
Hitting that
behind.
sidewall, getting it to roll out of the neck.
Getting in behind the opponents.
The opponents from this morning, Josie and Saskia.
Saskia, yeah.
Please say Josie's playing in the room. And I'm pleased because she's playing with me. She's a lively doubles player.
Handy left-hander.
Yeah.
And Saskia, the thing that amazes me about Saskia is coming from the Netherlands, living in the Netherlands,
not
and
having
still
caught
being the
press on.
4th
Yeah,
best
yeah.
female player in the world.
We got the draw the other day for the Roo, and we have got Chappie and JWC in our group.
40-15.
So much fun.
Oh yeah, I suppose
Service
it's
lead worse
handicap
than
too,
It
isn't
is
it?
handicap.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't want them level. I guarantee that.
That'll still be a tough ask, I
Yeah,
reckon.
Chappie's pretty confident still.
He plays very well with the handicap chappers. So does John, actually.
I've never played John off handicap. I've played Chappie.
I've been lucky enough to play John off handicap once, and watching him throughout
Worse than 4.
the entire tournament, he was just so measured, so composed still.
Here we go. Big point.
Unlucky.
Game.
Two, three.
Bit unlucky there, that clunky.
Come on.
2 games to 3.
I'll take it.
So since we said Rob and Ben wouldn't want to be losing this set, they've actually
Fault.
stepped it up a bit.
Yep.
Come on, Fred. Let's go.
15 love.
So there's not been many grills since those early exchanges.
It's been defended so
I
well.
think that's what it's down to. I agree with you. Oh, great shot from Ollie, but the return from Rob was world class.
Yeah, it's been defended really well. Like, all 4 players are volleying really, really well.
30 love.
Taking that out of the last gallery there, Ben.
Don't want to give this away. That's nice.
That's
So Rob said something about changing the serve to Ben before that, and Ben kept it
40
short.
love.
So I think he's more than happy to have Ollie doing his cut volley. And again, that was short.
Oh, it's gone high.
Yeah.
Well, Ollie went fatter and higher then. Which is probably a
15
good
40.
shout.
Prid getting a lot of support here. You can hear it through the court mics.
Such a nice kid.
Yes.
And he's off to
30
stage
40.
for a month, isn't it?
He is.
Week or so.
He is. Staying for the Clothier trials here and then jet setting off.
Yeah. So he's spending some time at Tuxedo, then for the Gold Racket, which is going to have a great draw this year. Shout out to Tim and Max over there. And then up to the US Open.
Which is Westwood this year?
Down to the US Open, sorry. Yes, you're right, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, Kieran's called a lot himself.
Nice
Quality.
bit.
Well, you like to see that.
Yeah.
You really
Game.
do like to see that.
3 games all.
Come on, this one. It's okay, babe.
It's always good when the marker gets a bit of help.
Came for one on himself yesterday.
He did. It's probably the only one I missed, to be honest. Don't mean to blow
Yardworth the
smoke,
last
but
gallery. No strokes.
Right. Kieran and
and Rob actually told Cam he thought he got that ball too. So
Craig careful, he's only 3'6" tall.
oh, into the last.
Two
Yeah,
cases.
you are. He's only 3'6" tall. He did a really nice stint in the North Pole earlier in December.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
he was really popular.
Yeah, he was very, very popular.
One of the up-and-coming elves. Sorry, Al. Couldn't resist it, mate. You can get your own back next time you're commentating. Oh, yeah, that was that. Flash off the main wall for Rob.
He told everyone he was going to Dubbo to work with his dad, but we all knew that. We all know the truth.
Yeah. But he's so quick, he can get around so many houses.
Oh yeah,
He's
100%.
sprinting.
100%. That's why he didn't train a lot
No
in the lead up
strokes.
to.
A yard
No, he
worth
didn't
the
need to.
last
Yeah,
gallery.
Didn't need to and couldn't. Too busy making those presents for
Of course.
for Santa.
And he can use the snowballs for practice serving. Oh, great bit of cut from Ollie on that return. Just the open face.
Delightful.
Kept it low.
15 love. Last gallery.
Excuse me.
We've just had Graham Bradfield come back into the van after forgetting his telecommunications device.
And grabbing mine instead of his own and trying to walk out. We should have got him to get me a cup of tea.
30 love.
Whereas
Rob just dropped the F-bomb there very quietly. I think the court might picked it up.
he's got better over the years. Yeah, they used to swear a lot more with the microphones around.
Serving.
3 in a row.
That's great. Yeah,
40
good serve
love.
from KB. Well, I'm not one to talk if my sweatband could talk.
KB does serve well.
It's great defence from Kieran.
Yeah, there you go.
15-40.
Just clip the ball.
Thank you.
Keep that service end. That's pacey from Rob. That's got a lot of heat on it.
30-40.
And again, Kieran nearly getting it, just tipping the ball, not quite getting over. Something Camden was doing with a plum yesterday.
It's getting everything back.
Just insane.
Bit of wood from Rob there.
So that's
Deuce.
3 game points.
Bit of come and go on at 3-all. This is a big game. It's a big game, the 7th.
Second gallery.
Taking the chase.
Deuce.
Good read again, just missing the grill.
Nope.
That's unlucky. Good catch from Ollie, behind the back. Another one for the hot dog grill.
I'm still going to rate mine better.
Oh, your catch was great, yeah. Ollie doing the wall climb.
Spent most of my career in slips when we were fielding.
Yeah. It's the way you just didn't look at it and then threw it into the basket without looking at it.
Look, I impressed myself.
Yeah. It's the last time you're allowed to mention it on comms, though.
No, it's fair. Don't want to make it too big.
I actually mentioned a match
Advantage
I played against Brothers in
second
Melbourne about
gallery.
6 years ago earlier as well. Much to his chagrin. Only time I played him competitively. He's far better player than me back in the day. A bit overhit from Rob there. Trying to get Kieran to pedal backwards.
Fantastic pickup.
World
Oh
class.
my goodness. Goodness gracious, that's right out of the top
Yes.
drawer.
I think you can teach that. Okay, Rob, clearly that's the ball. It was going the grill. Ollie had to have a go at it.
Advantage.
And again, Rob sliding it down the wall, keeping it tight, half pace.
Game 4 games to 3.
He's controlling the pace.
Pulling in the error,
beautifully.
yeah. He's forcing these. They look like unforced errors, but they're not. They're very difficult to play by.
Oh, no.
Oh,
15 love.
oh, Kieran's
back
called the
call.
hazards, and it's a stroke.
Yes, go. Another one.
Ollie makes up with the deadline.
15 all. Oh.
Yeah.
I did like in your match you marked yesterday with Rob Kemp. Rob was using the committee in the winning gallery to.
Second
there
gallery.
you go. Just proves that was
15 all.
a stroke. Yeah. Whether the chase won and lost by committee was an interesting. I'm not sure you could do that in a fully competitive environment.
I mean, this is the Australian Open.
No, sorry. Yeah, yes, you're
But-
right. Actually, I misspoke there.
But he pick up from Ben. But I do think also he was unsighted.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's why I was
Second
doing it.
gallery
I
in the
can't,
door,
I
15
can't
all.
call that. The marker
Yeah.
cannot call that from there. So what are you going to do? But I think the only issue with that is if someone in the galleries has had a few sherbets and they're not seeing straight.
It did help that two of them were professionals. I think
Yes.
Chappie and
Yeah.
JWC.
Yeah. But yeah, there's not much we can really do there.
No, various people talked about setting cameras up and things.
Well, apparently in the US, Cam was saying in the US National League they're going to have a
15
review
all.
system.
Second gallery.
They're
Coming,
working on it, yeah.
which is
Right,
exciting. It's only going to be for, I think, chasers potentially, but still good. Go with the times.
If you look at what Ben just did with that hazard chase, within the rally, he had that line up to be able to
30-15
show it in
chase
slow
to
mo,
door.
and
Yeah.
showing that Kieran and Ollie were absolutely right to call it as a stroke.
He's a master at work, Ben.
Yeah. Go,
Good volley from Kieran, getting in behind BTM.
30 all.
Said he's on a knife's edge.
Halt.
So this is a must-win one for Kieran and Ollie. Again, half pace, good angle.
I think the crowd will cheer slightly louder for the
40,
two
30.
amateurs. They want to see more of this.
Yeah.
Halt.
And to be fair, I think we do too.
That'd be nice.
This is such quality.
I'll be relying on the streaming. I'm back to Melbourne tomorrow, so I'll be relying on the streaming to watch the finals. Great hands from Ben. That's 3 times he's done that in this rally.
Oh.
Sorry from Rob.
It's a great defence.
Oh, that's insane. Ben was out of position, so another great pick up. Oh, Kieran missed it.
That is outrageous defence. It is outrageous defence. You can hear in the den about halfway through that point. Someone's gone, no way.
They're thinking the rally's over.
Yeah,
Rob and Ben there, both very solid.
That was stupid good.
That's a great phrase. And that was on game point. That was a big one.
Advantage.
It's amazing how often that happens. You get a big point that you're on top of
Yeah.
for so long, and the next one you just easy unforced error.
Ben hitting it short.
Very
Juice.
good ball. Back to Juice.
Over's over. So unlike Kieran.
No, I don't think so. But as again,
Advantage.
Chappie would say, When you're defending, don't be afraid of putting it on the penthouse.
Yep. Oh, getting it back, getting it back.
Get it over.
I'm sorry. I think it's actually going to get there after all this.
Going 2 hours now. We nearly got it.
Deuce.
Karen with the apology.
Advantage.
Clear enough to go for that, I think.
Yeah.
He just clipped it, but it was going in.
Good accuracy from BTM.
That thud on the plastic was coming. Something quite satisfying about it, isn't it?
That's the best noise when you're out there hitting balls.
Oh,
There's a grill. There we go.
just asking about them.
Yeah, no, there's something so satisfying about drilling the perspex with a nice main wall or like cross-court force.
Another one
Advantage.
off, making it from Kieran. So the third chance, I think,
This is
for 5-3.
This is a huge game.
Better than one.
Sensible. Great serve.
Has it
Hitting
better than the
right on
yard
Fantastic.
advantage.
Yeah. Big. It would have probably been a big risk to try and hit that.
And when you are 3 foot 6 tall, actually getting a railroad to work is pretty impressive.
So it's true. I mean, Ben, the man he served it to is not exactly a huge stature either.
No, they were comparing. Camden and Ollie were comparing each other's heights the other day. And I think Camden was very slightly taller.
When we took our pre-match photo in the doubles, Rob was next to the net, Tony was next to me, and so Ben had to come on the other side, and he goes, "I've been stitched up here. I've been put next to the tallest bloke."
Yeah, rude not to.
Advantage.
Doesn't seem to affect him much. He's
Oh God, no! He
still
moves
plays
so well.
decent game.
No,
Has it better than the
absolutely.
yard? Has it?
Oh, Rob got that off the timber.
Yeah.
It was actually a timber boat onto the penthouse. I hadn't realised that at the time.
Game.
Yeah, Rob knows
Rob
how big
knows,
that is.
yeah.
He does
5
not want to be
games
out
to
here
3,
any
third set.
longer than he has to.
Come on, you can do this.
He's got a sense of theatre, Rob.
Yeah. Oh, he was great at the auction last night.
Oh, he was. Cam as well. Cam was great in the auction.
Cam is a good speaker.
Trying
15 love.
to sell our head professional's body. For every bid, there'd be a button on the
Yeah.
shirt undone.
The only person that wasn't keen was Brett.
It was Brett.
Come on.
I seem to remember the assistant pro was making some noise about that as
15 all.
well. Just to stir things up. Rude not to, eh, mate?
Rude not to.
I'm sure he doesn't mind the attention too much.
Oh,
He pretends like he doesn't.
Yeah.
No, we had a good fun table at the dinner last night. My table it was good time.
Oh, what a pickup. Oh, it's a great that one as well. Yeah, that was very well taken.
Ollie's still on the floor when
Yeah.
he made contact with that.
30,
It's a smart
15.
ball.
And he managed to get it half pace to him.
oh,
Pressure's properly on now.
Oh, that's a pickup.
Oh, sensible point
Yes.
there.
Great pickup from Ben.
Yeah, Ben was backing up.
second
more.
gallery.
And then Ollie
30-15.
just saw he was far enough back and got the serve.
Chipped it. Yeah. There's not a lot of margin for error now.
Considering the company he's keeping, I think Ollie's done a really good
more
job.
than held up his end after the first set. not happy with himself.
Second
Too.
It
gallery.
was a good shot though.
It was a very good shot, but Ollie holds himself to a very high standard, and as we heard, was incredibly disappointed with that. There was a bit of a yell, and then probably has
Here he
called.
comes.
I reckon he's called himself weak. It's his favourite term when he misses a ball like that. He'll go, "That's so weak." Yeah, he can get a little angry at himself. I think he found that in the UK because before he left, he was never really that vocal when he missed a lot of balls.
I think it's more coming out of your shell.
40-15
and
Yeah.
getting
receivers
your
second
so
gallery.
wanting to say it,
But
and
as he
saying
got
it,
better as well, like he obviously was making those balls a lot more. So
and he got a lot better.
But he came back and he was just very vocal.
Uncharacteristic for Mr. Fahey. That was the first match point gone.
30-40.
One to go.
Got another one. See how tight the serve can be. He's sticking with the demi.
No, he's
maybe
not. He's going high.
He's going,
Love that serve on this course.
Really obvious. And even
Worse
though
than
Kieran
last gallery,
probably could have got to that
30-40.
on match point, there's no way you're going to try and scrape that back.
No way.
Even if you get it back, you're lifting it and you're out of position. So, and Kieran will be carving this if he gets a chance.
If he gets a chance, that cut volley, look out.
Yeah, and it'll probably be going quite wide. But on worse than last, of course, Ben can
30-40,
stay
worse
back a
than
bit.
the last gallery.
So he can cover the one around the angles. Yeah, sure enough. Stay back at 4 yards. Oh,
That's a great one.
that is a great one. Well, that was a great effort.
They're up against two other side of zero handicaps. Kieran's there as well. You know, there's a big difference between a five handicap and a +3. So he's held himself very well, and he played.
Game
very
7
well.
match to Robert Fahey and Ben Taylor Matthews.
That first set
6-1, 6-4,
probably
6-3.
wasn't great for either him or Kieran, but they really pulled him back in those last two sets.
And
Bang on 2 hours.
and we'll have a great final coming up.
Oh, we
2
will.
nights' time.
The top two seeds. I'll happily be watching from either the Dens or maybe even in here, as Brett has that one.
Are you marking any of the matches
I've
tomorrow?
got the singles final between Cam and
good luck
Kieran.
with that.
So
So do you know what time that is tomorrow?
that is following the women's final at 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you've got and of course the women's final is going to be quite a
The top two seeds. Yeah. It's that one's gone obviously according to the seedings.
Yep.
Claire and Leia have been extremely emphatic in their roads to the final. And
Well, we'd just like to say thank you to everyone.
yep,
And,
thank you for joining in. And
tune in at 5 o'clock tomorrow.
tune in at 5 o'clock tomorrow for the singles finals. They promise to be a good time. That'll be all from me and Jonesy. So
Thank you,
signing
Jacko.
off.
Always good. Catch you later.
See you guys.